All right, once again about Yefidike so Pinaxtv. Now, there has been a talk about the International Monetary Fund, what really, how Ghana even went back in the first place. Mind you, ex-President Akufo-Addo before or back and I said before or President of the Republic of Ghana during his campaign time, no, what he told Ghanaians was that he was not going to IMF. Now, you remember the infamous words ex-President Akufo-Addo ekan say ekwa PCF nkokuru so say ye tisika so now so ye bre. Now this particular thing or by and or otherwise he took us to IMF MIS signing e-levy near there the HA crime information be told you say e-levy any banks be a close here no it was because IMF program near woman no almost share say was see ye. Good news, and then Atadria today. Felix Ofosu happened to be communications, the head of communications or office of the presidency, or the Simbia Babe Children. Now on social media across board, I've seen a lot of people. Coming out to say, oh, in some what is going on here. We are here to explain it in simplest terms for you guys to see. Before then, you exactly in some Felix Ofosu so on your screens, no, that is. But before then, can we get a screenshot of exactly what is really going on? Okay, let's stick to this. And therefore, we should the screens so now but once again, I would like to break this down in the simplest form, okay? For you to understand even before I start. Nyema Ebabe reading, the head, the middle, and the tail is that Ghana, IMF programmer, the former administration, SRC, Ghana, Yevie, number 1. 2, we finished before time. 3, IMF Adjatu said now the economy is on right track and is doing well. 4, Ghana said IMF, Yenkobiu. Listen to what I said. Number 1, IMF program now, the former administration, omoni Ghana for, omoni Ghana ko shemu. Number 1, ye program no. 2, we finished ahead of time. 3, a year now the administration, a year IMF 4 and the World Bank, Ghana's economy is good. It's in safe hands now. It's on the right track. And 4, Ghana, you see IMF beam. That is exactly what we are coming to talk about. So, screens. So, as you can see, this is letter if presidency communications for Ebai. I say Ghana successfully concludes IMF credit facility program and transitions to a non-financing technical assistance policy coordination instrument. IFN PCI. In the say IMF extended credit facility program, Ghana, we are done or we've concluded it. Number 1. The government of Ghana announces the successful conclusion of its extended credit facility (ECF) financial bailout program with International Monetary Fund. This year, no more say, this year Ghana no yetimi vie IMF extended credit facility program no, a financial bailout no program ye. 2, the milestone represents the restoration of macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability well ahead of the original timeline. In THA, say, and on some more can say, if we be macroeconomics, we business, so say your micro and your macroeconomics. Micro, say we are looking at, in terms of going to become microeconomics, you are looking at the economics, everything within the country. But macro, the broader perspective, Ghana versus the world, and Ghana to the world. And based on this, program how I share you see with a man who draw Asia, continent like Asia, Americas, and so on, and no and the macro economic restoration, no stability, no, and also ye and now we no crave debt sustainability, no say ye finance ye debt, ye 3. Following the derailment of the IMF financial bailout program at the end of 2024, the government of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama in 2025, acted decisively to bring it back on track and to recalibrate it by implementing a front-loaded fiscal consolidation, bold expenditure rationalization, and strong structural reforms. It's almost part of say IMF program need so we need it was supposed to end somewhere 2024, but then IMF for Eka said some one more program, and during that 2025 time, last year, that was the time and John Dramani Mahama move first. It was by an IMF for so there's one more program. The economy is not really was not really in good hands, and I was not really on right track. Into Wabano, ain't me farm house. Let's do one more program, and a program EVA program ahead of time. 4. These efforts have delivered tangible results. Inflation has reduced significantly. The cedi has strengthened. The cedi has strengthened markedly. Public debt as a share GDP has declined sharply. The economic growth has rebounded strongly. Until inflation apart from inflation, so what we need say niema air cost no price of goods and services air cost and inflation. Until say niema be bre eboa conform, and that is what is reflective of our dollar to cedi ratio. Together with other intervention programs like Ghana and Kasa all of this is HSA economy now is in good track. 5. Ghana's sovereign credit ratings have improved significantly from restricted default junk status to B to a positive outlook, representing 5 distinct rating levels upgrade. And here patch say enkane no nanka ye grade Ghana ye junk. Bonika se junk a baller. Baller and a junk. It's a junk status. A status be able to see na mokeke. But you see after this particular program no, you see a Ghana ye de could be positive, which means a be do A, which means osha niema Ghana ye no is actually yielding results. Beka said this is a distinct rating in terms of level upgrades. Cost 6 so this reflects improved fiscal performance, normalized credit relations, stronger external buffers, and renewed market confidence. So all of these things are air costs and obi to make us okay. I want to come and open a new car company in Ghana, Jeto. Obi to make us okay. I want to come and open a new gold company in Ghana, gold mines and there because the country is at a time is good to invest. We invest here, lose sika. And a friend market confidence. 7. Ghana's gross international reserves has risen to an all-time high, reaching approximately 14.5 billion by February 2026, almost 6 months of import cover. In the gold and our reserves here or reserves gold Ghana yedi atoto amanone titiri any UK send be at the end of the day BBC ne ehie ska ye kwa it's more like a savings for the country and all parties see Ghana your savings no increases sharply you see your reserves are one man what draws UK ne offshores like US near the other $14.5 billion. Osha, Sasa $14.5 billion. So, 6 months per annum the cover saying which tells you say Ghana, we are really doing well. 8. These foreign exchange reserve buffers provide Ghana with capacity to withstand external shocks and stand on its own feet. In the part say these foreign reserves do the day na Ghana was here share one sa reserves in the and sakako boom. Mind you, see Iran US conflict, okay. Mahama Timiba now no say you be increasing fare lorry fare near immediately increase lorry fare. What happened is that everything go up. Why was that happening? That was happening because most of the petroleum stations in Ghana and the corporations, said they will increase the price of fuel because fuel, because of the Israel-Iran war, and fuel price are the cost because the fuel is scarce. And Mahama said, "Don't do it. No one should increase." The reason Mahama intimidated the book said no one should increase because at the end of the day, we have reserves, offshore reserves. A bit immediate and boom. Okay, the be increase fuel price driver force be increase it will affect all the price of goods and services across board no sadne ebe no sadne be sina nka be increase ebe ha Ghana for no ye mo nye yanka se ni sika be shem na ama economy no ejina brane ene e friend buffer and shocks into offshore reserves no ene be boy na yenko or say 9. This announcement marks the definitive end of Ghana's financial bailout relationship with IMF. Basically, you say IMF. You see, a new program no. Basically, that's what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is saying. Now, government is exceedingly grateful to the people of Ghana for their sacrifices, resilience, and forbearance. And as you see, John Dramani Mahama and the administration, Ghana for us, Abutra, and also GD share Ghana for mu say, Ghana, you call IMF BM and IMF program na yenhwe the president be truly to emre na omde Mahama deliver. 11. The government also expresses deep gratitude to its bilateral creditors, the Official Creditor Committee (OCC), and external domestic investors for their collective sacrifices. So now you are thanking other credit or facilities for how they had patience with Ghana. 12. Going forward, Ghana will engage with IMF Policy Coordination Instrument, which is called PCI. It's going forward, no, okay. We will be with IMF, but it's going to be on a policy coordination instrument, Abronika as a PCI. 13. The PCI is a form of technical assistance engagement with IMF. It is a non-financing instrument designed to help countries implement economic reforms, signal commitment to policies, and unlock financing and private investors and other development partners. Basically, IMF okay? But what will really happen now is that we will partner with IMF. Maybe a university. Now me say okay, school need maybe but me lecturer no or chair my dear no me be guitar ho. Okay, me be my friend lecturer. So lecturer, I want to engage in this. Is this good? Or boa me adwin toa. Bese me kon ho akwaje agintre anas or chair my dear no na me tue ni sika na wama mi sika na whatever in return, it won't happen. There's nothing like that. So the head and tail of all of this, based on the paragraph, basically the point 13 part say Ghana IMF from Yenkobium, but then we are on a policy coordination instrument. Abrunibek as a PCI. Yeah, 14 is also for the avoidance of doubt. The PCI does not provide financial bailout, but will offer continuous capacity development, confidence boost to the market, and deliver a catalytic effect for fresh financing to Ghana. So what we are saying here, and what the presidency communication is saying here, say, as I was saying, they will not go for money. But then the relationship with IMF will be on policy. Okay, good. Usha a year 15 so I'll say the non-bailout technical assistance policy coordination instrument PCI will complement government's efforts to achieve investment grade rating into what any IMF for it is actually going to give Ghana a positive outlook in the world. So a crow have crown or money IMF na yen to attract no policy into invest in Ghana, you will get your money back. And Ghana say be kra economy no firm sir. Yeah, twice near 16 or say achieving investment grade rating will significantly lower sovereign and private sector borrowing costs, attract long-term institutional investors, increase foreign direct investment, and unlock cheaper financing for critical infrastructure development and private sector. Into you say, sa PCI ni IMF for ekwako ye no. Ebe Ghana wa kwan ahodo bebre so. Company bi person be invest in Ghana. IMF, wait, IMF for a brief outlook of how the economy is, and also investors. When we say, okay, once IMF is working closely with the government of Ghana, we believe that when you go there to invest, our investment, our money, and our time won't go for waste. And our price is going to give a good investor confidence, direct investment into the country, and also attract long-term institutional investors, and also a private and public sector borrowing interest near the other form. Yeah, 17 also ultimately this engagement will support government's effort to accelerate sustainable development, create jobs, and raise living standards for all Ghanaians. So basically, if I say our program here, and it's going to help the country. It's going to support government's effort to put the economy on the right shape. It's going to create jobs and raise living standards in Ghana. It's a bit maybe nipa back salary and 1,000 or whatever, see a best start from 2,000. This is what the government is based in. Say program here is going to be a positive thing, not just for the private sector, but also the public sector and all Ghanaians in general. 18. President John Dramani Mahama and his administration remain fully committed, okay, to good governance, prudent economic management, and fiscal discipline, and creating an attractive environment for both domestic and international investment. This was signed by Felix Ofusukwache, who is a member of parliament and also the spokesperson for the presidency, and also the minister for government communication. So there's everything at Echo. Mind you, may read him, you can't catch up, say the head and tail of all of this is simple. Ghana, we IMF program. 2. Ghana IMF program ni ewie no yen borobium. 3 IMF 4 patch say economy is in the right shape. What I say any the can't count, but the head and tail is that yen program ni ewie yen IMF for you maybe. We will work with IMF on policy adjoin tratra. Beyen kwaji skebu. Into Twitter, something is trend number 1. Aba and Papa Aba. That is what people are saying. Now, yeah, check on this same issue to World Bank and in same be Aba Betuja. And this is a EU ambassador to Ghana or the same be Aba Betuja Papai Edinya your friend Rooney Skinnyback. Rooney Skinnyback and in same be Aba Betuja said this is a good time to be an investor in Ghana. Into show on the screen so or said this is a good time to be in Ghana as an investor. After Ghana successfully have completed the IMF bailout program, saying we are not going to borrow again, we have money. Even if we don't have money, we want to know how to use our own resources to fund our own things. It shows that Ghana is a good country, and now is the good time to be an investor in Ghana. And in some way, and today is a big win for President John Dramani Mahama. So that is exactly what is really going on. We'll be moving on to the next update. Therefore, you'll be moving on to the next update.